Hey, welcome back. West Virginia Delegate Patrick Lucas joins us here today.
That's right. Yesterday, we invited Delegate Sean Hornbuckle in to talk about his kitchen table listening tour for the Democratic Party. Today, we wanted to give Delegate Lucas an opportunity to share some of the events that are coming up throughout the community. And when you're a politician, we were just talking about this.
Yes.
When you are in the politics business, you are going to be answering questions, and you're going to be hearing, hey, I have an idea for you, or what was the quote that you said? I have an idea.
Let me tell you what you need to do.
Let me tell you.
I hear that a lot.
I bet you do.
What are you guys going to be doing in the upcoming session? What are some of the big items you're looking at?
Well, there's a lot going on. We just finished interim meetings in Charleston. We have those once a month. We take the summer off usually, but we come together. And what happens at the interim meetings is we have presentations. A lot of times it's a lot of research that has been done. And so if you're on, like, if I'm on the government organization committee, then there'll be a joint government organization committee made up of not just House members, but the Senate members of that committee. And we will hear all this research that has gone on, and we will hear from different companies and just to see what they need and see what's going well and what's not going well, so we can decide, well, if we need to do something about that, then we can propose legislation coming up next year.
Yeah, makes sense, definitely.
What would you like voters to know to help you all do your job?
Well, one of the things, we love to hear from voters. We want to hear from all of our citizens. And those of us that are currently in office, it's really easy to find out our contact information. It's wvlegislature.gov. And when you go there, it's a really easy to navigate place. And you hit House or you hit Senate, and it'll list every single one of us with our pictures, all of our contact information. It's probably easier to email us, especially when we're not in session. And the regular session always begins the second Wednesday of January and runs for 60 days. So we're a part-time legislature. And so when we're not up there, it's hard to get your phone messages. You know, they have figured it out a little bit. They're sending it to us through email. But it's kind of nice, but it's really, if you want to really get in touch with us, email is the best.
What would you say is the thing that you hear the most over the last year or two, so that you've being in office, from voters? What's the big subject, or even just the trend that they seem to want to talk about, or that they seem to have ideas for, this is what you need to do?
Yeah, the most consistent thing is jobs. You know, because since I graduated from high school a few years ago,
like all of us.
You know, back then there was already a problem with kids moving to Charlotte and other big metropolitan cities to find jobs they felt were adequate to the degree they received from Marshall or wherever they went to school. And so that's still a problem. There is still, and of course, that's always going to be the case. You're always going to have people leave, but we want less and less of them to leave. And so, but you have to have jobs for those people. You have to have the jobs that will, you know, where they can make a living and be able to raise a family and not have to worry so much. So that's one of the reasons that we have really focused on economic development. I'm in my second session, my third year, and economic development is a big thing. I've been on that committee and still on that committee, and it is a primary focus of the West Virginia legislature.
I would think so. Would have to be, definitely.
Yes.
Are you feeling a little more encouraged now than you were, say, like when you said way back then when you were graduating from high school? I think we're all close in age here. Do you feel a little more encouraged and positive now than maybe at that time?
I do. I do. We're certainly bringing back more industry and more professional jobs, and there's a lot of medical jobs here, and we want to keep capitalizing on that. And what's tough to do is, you know, I've always just worried about, you know, the tri-state here, you know, especially as a West Virginian, about you know, western part of West Virginia. But when I get up there, I got to worry about Martinsburg, and Wheeling, and Princeton, and Parkersburg, and everything in between. And so we want to do what's best for the entire state. And of course, I'm always going to stick up for District 24. And I'm always going to put them first, you know, in Cabell County. But we have to do things that benefit the entirety of the state.
Talk about cohesiveness with members of the other party. How do you achieve that in an age when undoubtedly we are just as a nation fractured? How do you work together with the other party and try to make things better?
Well, I can't speak for the other 99 delegates, but for me, I literally don't pay any attention to what party you're in. If you want to have a conversation about a serious topic and help move things forward, I couldn't care less what if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Obviously, there's way more Republicans up there right now.
Well, yeah.
And so I do not care. Same thing with the public and the voters and who wants to talk to me. I don't. When somebody comes up to talk to me, I'll go, wait a minute, are you a Republican or a Democrat? I could not possibly care less. We're all in this together.
Right.
You know, we should. There's enough division going on at the national level for all of us.
Yeah, without sowing
we don't
more
need
seeds.
to divide at the state, county, city level. And there's still plenty of that going on. And it's one of those things, you know, when social media first started, I said, there's nothing better because now everyone has a voice. And there's nothing worse because everyone now has a voice. And it depends on how you use your voice. If you use your voice to unify and to encourage, you're going to have a lot better experience. But if you're always negative and always trying to put people down, and that's the problem.
Pretty much counts for anything.
Yeah, there are a lot of people out there going after everyone's personality. No, let's talk issues. Don't talk personality. You don't need to call me names. I'll need to call you names. Let's unify and work together to solve real everyday problems.
Make it happen. That's
sir.
Well, remind everybody real quickly the best way to contact you if they have things that they want to talk, some of the issues with you.
Yes, the best way, go to wvlegislature.gov, and there you'll find whichever button. I'm in the House, so press House, and it's alphabetical, and has every bit of information. Email me, call me, leave a message. Email's best right now. And love to hear from everybody. We get lots of emails and phone calls, but hey, the more the merrier. I'd love to know what people are thinking, and especially when there's a problem. We want to fix it right now, no matter what our political stripe is. We want to work for the people.
Or you can just catch Patrick at the next Bean dinner. So,
Or at the
he's going to be
grocery
there.
store.
That's right.
Hey, thanks for coming in and talking.
My pleasure.
With you. Great conversation.